So appointment number 1, check. Now we've got to go do my port dye study. Monday morning, everyone. Unfortunately, last night was not as good as the night before, but it was still more manageable thanks to the IV compazine, and I feel like a little rough right now. It is because I had some additional vomiting when I woke up this morning, but I think I am past the worst of it, and I am thankful I'm able to get up and get ready for the day because I have a busy day with 2 important appointments. But first, I promised Judd that I would start his favorite slow cooker meal this morning. Thank goodness this is an easy recipe. Alrighty, all the ingredients for Judd's favorite beef bourguignon. And here we've got cut up potatoes at the bottom, mushrooms and onions, and I actually cut all this up yesterday, so less prep for me to do this morning. This is a cut up piece of London broil, and this is a combination of red wine, beef broth, garlic, and some spices. And I throw it in the crock pot and it tastes pretty good. And if y'all want a recipe, that is the closest thing I have to offer to one, because I don't actually use a recipe and I change it up every time, but honestly, no matter how you combine these ingredients, it should come out well. Meat at the bottom, everything else on top, and then I just dump in the sauce, or liquid. Put it on slow cook on low for about, whoops, it's already there, 7 hours. I can't really eat this, even though it's one of my favorite dishes, but depending on how I feel, I can have a little bit of the potatoes, or I can put the sauce on top of mashed potatoes, but it really depends how I feel. However, today, I'm really making this for Judd. Okay, y'all, I had some downtime after I fixed the crock pot. I got dressed for the day, and I'm feeling a bit better. Thankfully. Let me tell y'all what I am doing today. So as y'all may or may not know, I have a new surgeon and I absolutely love her. She's taken over my feeding tube and port care. My port has been finicky lately. The past few weeks I've been getting very inconsistent blood return, which is where I pull back on a saline flush and blood comes out. And that's very important because it lets you know that your port is working properly, and also I need blood draws to come from my port. So she has ordered a port dye study where they inject dye and take imaging to see if we can figure out what's going on. That's happening this afternoon, and then my follow-up with her is tomorrow. And then this morning I am seeing a new doctor to hopefully establish as a new primary care provider. I have a PCP, but unfortunately she is relocating, and I've said it before, I will travel for good doctors because it can be hard to find a good doctor when you have complex health, but as far as a primary care provider goes, I really need one locally. However, something that's happened to me fairly often, not so much with specialists, but primary care providers, is that they'll tell me I am past their breach of expertise. Basically, I'm too complicated, and I appreciate that they're honest with me, but it's just like getting myself to the appointment, the new patient paperwork, everything that goes into it was a waste of time, and it can be a bit discouraging to know I'm too complicated. But I am more hopeful for this appointment because my new surgeon recommended this PCP to me, and she said she thinks he'll be a good fit for my needs. So fingers crossed, going in cautiously optimistic, and we'll see how it goes. All right, well, we had time and Harlow was asking me to play with her favorite ball. That's one way to make me laugh. Thank you. Give it. Gotta throw a few more throws and then we gotta go. Give me. Okay. It's sliding. Well, we made it. I got a little bit of the new doctor jitters because I'm not oblivious to the fact that my health is kind of complex, and I always just wonder and worry a little bit about how they will react. But I need a new primary doctor, so off we go. Ready, Hippo? So far so good. Saw the nurse waiting for the doctor, and Harlow is already a big hit here. That went amazing. Oh my goodness, this doctor was on top of things. He was honest when he wasn't quite sure about something with my health, and he really valued my input. I really feel involved in my care with him, and Yes. Okay, that went well. Very confident with my new primary care doctor. So appointment number 1, check. Now we've got to go do my port dye study, and it's at my local hospital's outpatient imaging center. I called them to ask about Harlow. You know, is there a place she can hold a downstay, or do I need someone to hold her for me while I go do the imaging? And they suggested bringing someone to stay with her while I do the imaging because they don't want her to be exposed to unnecessary radiation. I agree. So Judd is at home sleeping in because he worked this past weekend, and now I'm gonna go pick him up, go get my imaging done.
The last little bit of my burrito.
Judd needed a burrito badly.
That was bad. That was a bad need. It was like a
Burrito craze.
No, it was like an actual health condition.
Oh my god.
Like I needed it. Otherwise, I might have, I don't know,
Complained.
Yeah. Or even worse, gone hungry.
Oh my gosh. As long as you eat tonight, because oh, it's like a big lunch if he doesn't.
8 hours from now.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Because I'm making you a nice dinner.
Yeah, it's 8 hours from now.
Okay. Okay. I trust that you'll eat it.
Mm. Hey babe, guess what?
What?
Excuse me. That was not it. No.
Did you really just do that to burp?
No.
He's like really cracking himself up over there.
Because it was funny. It was perfect timing with unintentionedness. But
You
anyway.
didn't mean to do that?
Not at all. 100% did not mean to do that. I said excuse me. But yeah, my trash doesn't fit in the car trash can.
I could make it fit in the garbage.
Your garbage is garbage.
This is our garbage. Judd and I have differing opinions on it. I love it.
Strongly opposing opinions.
I love our garbage.
It's horrible.
I love it.
The worst.
No.
The dumbest thing ever.
This is what we fight about.
That and when I'm getting burritos. I'm concerned about the lack of burritos in my life.
Oh my god, you're fine.
There's a serious lack and a serious need of burritos. Burritos from Chipotle.
You're fine. What'd you just ask me, babe?
I just looked over and I saw Toys R Us, and I remember they're going out of business because they had a huge sign that said going out of business. I asked if we could go.
Why are you so gassy? You and Harlow both burp.
That's how you know we're in the same family.
Anyway, there's a going
You're gassy
out of
too,
business.
but it's not so nice ends.
Judd!
Funny.
It's not true.
It's true.
Yours are way worse than mine.
It's so true.
Oh my god.
100% true.
Anyways, we're going to
Ladies do fart.
Toys R Us.
You find out when you're married.
Oh my god, Judd, shut up.
Jack using the help of our AFOs and their hippo to walk around.
You don't have my wheelchair, but Judd wants to look at Star Wars toys, and it's right at the front.
Well, everything's been changed around, but this place is like Blockbuster. It's going out, closing down.
I miss
Gonna be sad.
Blockbuster. I loved going to Blockbusters when I was young.
That's a horrible idea when you think about having Netflix, Hulu, Amazon.
I know, but it was like the experience.
Jack looks like she has found a nice cozy spot to sit while I go and browse all these toys.
Have fun.
Like 30% off. Right there. There we go.
Oh, I'm worn out from that. And Judd didn't even find anything. You're a picky toy shopper.
I'm a picky toy shopper.
I didn't want to sit on the floor. It's not the cleanest place, but we didn't have any of my other mobility tools, mobility aids. There was no other place to sit, and if I didn't sit down, I would have passed out. So just gotta do what you gotta do. I probably should have waited in the car. But I don't know, I wanted to go in and try. You know, had I had my wheelchair, I could have gone around the whole store. I wanted to look at the board games, but...
I guess that's a good thing about the AFOs. Like, well, I mean, they're good for like short distances, like getting out of the car, walking.
No, Toys R Us is huge though.
Yeah, and but then, like, for our use, your use, they're more designed to be coupled with the wheelchair.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
But
a drill and a drill bit.
A drill and a drill bit. I've also already done a lot today, so think I'm good to go home and relax there the rest of the day. Sounds like a good plan. She's staring at you in anticipation.
Alright, that's it. Okay, come on. Look at that. She stayed on the whoopee.
Okay, well last time I had her up here,
It's because you didn't have
I
a whoopee.
laid the blanket out.
You didn't have the power of the whoopee.
So she could stay on the blanket, and then she went to the one spot where there was no blanket. So like early, she snuggled me and was all sweet, and then she was like, I'm gonna go over here because it's the one spot with no blanket. Harlow's nails can puncture the couch because it's leather, so that's why we put blankets down before she gets up here.
Yes.
But anyways, the beef bourguignon is done. I don't feel like that's something I could tolerate tonight, but I still want something nice, so Jed is gonna get me a soup from Panera. Hippo is anticipating dinner. You'll get it in a moment. Judd is off to get my soup, and this is ready. I had a taste of the broth. This is good. Judd likes it. He's excited for it. Judd, thank you. He got me my soup. I asked him to get a bowl when I usually get a cup. I was feeling ambitious, but now I'm looking at this like, we're gonna have leftovers. And how you liking yours, babe?
It's pretty good.
I'm glad.
I haven't had it yet.
You tried a little bit.
A little bit. You didn't give me a spoon, but like half this soup.
Can I give you a fork for the stew? I'm sorry.
It was very liquidy.
You want mine soon?
No, yours is used.
Okay. Well, we're gonna enjoy our dinner, watch a movie, have a date night, and go to sleep.
Potato.
Yeah, there's potatoes in it. Oh. Potatoes on potatoes.
Oh, I don't potato.
Alright.
The meat.
There's meat.
Not in this one.
Oh, did I not give you one?
There's one piece of meat in this.
Oh, that's an unlucky scoop then. You gotta go get more. Sorry. I didn't do a good job. I had one job. Sorry. Okay. We're going to
That was a good piece of
signing
meat.
off. You like that one piece?
Oh, there's another.
Okay.
2 pieces in
Good night. Thanks for joining us on our adventure.